Our third honoree is Molly O'Reilly, and Sandy Ross has the honor of presenting her.
Molly O'Reilly has become a woman of wisdom by going 3 miles per hour. That's a pretty brisk walk, fast enough to get somewhere, but not so fast you miss the details. Just perfect for Molly. Her family settled in Los Angeles. Her father was a newsman, her mother a homemaker. Molly's love for the outdoors grew in her happy childhood. Molly spent many hours outside with her Girl Scout leader. I think Molly might have been a little mischievous as a young girl. She told me a story. At Girl Scout camp, she said, I carried back to camp a garter snake we found on the trail that had eaten a mouse. The lump in its middle was fascinating, but not many girls appreciated having it in camp. Molly lived in Portland, Oregon for her adult life. She is a BA from Reed College and an MBA from Pepperdine. She's been married to Steve Lockwood for 26 years. In Portland, Molly worked on pedestrian and sidewalk issues. Molly and Steve walked onto the sailboat Halo in 1995 and sailed for 4 years. They had plenty of adventures, which Molly wrote about often in letters to her family. She collected her writings and published them to make a book titled Halfway and Back, 4 years wandering in a small sailboat. On one of my walks with Molly, she pointed out, sailors become walkers once the boat docks. Their favorite places to walk included Hobart, Tasmania, and Lord Howe Island. Molly and Steve sail today on our beautiful lake in their J-22 sloop named the O'Reilly. Molly and Steve came to Sandpoint to overcome the only problem with sailing. They missed their family. Most of the Lockwood family lives in Sandpoint, so Molly and Steve walked off the Halo and moved to Sandpoint in 1999. I asked Molly how she started her work in Sandpoint, what motivated her to get involved. Her humble, simple answer is one you hear often from women of wisdom. She replied she just felt she needed to give back. Molly chose to give back to Sandpoint in areas she has deep and rich experience. Of course, Molly walked to her first meeting of the Native Plant Society. Molly is a past president and a member of the Conservation Committee of the Kinnickinnick Native Plant Society. It was Molly's outstanding idea to partner with Panhandle Special Needs Incorporated for the native plant sale each spring. This partnership has outstanding benefits for both groups and is an example of Molly's synergistic effect to, well, about everything. Molly walked to the meeting that invented the Pedestrian Advisory Committee in our town and helped the city conduct a sidewalk survey. This survey is a basis for a grant awarded to the city to improve pedestrian, bike, and car interactions in our town. She started walk-to-school traditions at several schools. Besides the City of Sandpoint Pedestrian Advisory Committee, she serves on safe routes to school committees at local and state levels. Molly is a founding member of the Idaho Pedestrian and Bicycle Coalition and served on the committee that wrote Idaho Walk Safe, a pedestrian safety brochure. And Molly's gone national. She's on the board of America Walks, a nonprofit organization to assist other individuals and committees and communities with their efforts to become pedestrian friendly. Molly is most proud that the committees and groups she is a part of are still standing, still working towards the goals and futures that Molly envisions while a part of them. To me, Molly has a special kind of optimism, more on the order of faith. Faith in people that we can change, grow, and better ourselves at any level, from individual change to whole towns. Molly loves all her activities, but she has a special twinkle when she speaks of her grandchildren. I asked her what stage of parenting she liked the best. She wondered as we walked, but finally decided that this stage was best, when the grandchildren are launching into their adult lives, fulfilling their own dreams and goals of their futures. It's just another example of her optimism. So, take a walk with Molly. She always seems to have the time. You may think you're wandering, but you soon will see Molly is gently guiding you to a beautiful hawthorn tree or an unusual garden. Or maybe you will see a nesting killdeer. You'll be safe on sidewalks Molly has inventoried or caused to be constructed. You too will see, as Molly, the first-class city our town is becoming because of her tireless effort. Then you too will know how much can be accomplished at 3 miles per hour. Please welcome Molly O'Reilly as a 2010.
Yeah. Thank you for all being here. I was astonished when this happened and thrilled. And I've gotten even more thrilled as I've gotten to know the other women of wisdom, present and past, and the great committee that makes this happen every year like clockwork. It's truly remarkable. And I do appreciate this opportunity to get to know everybody and enjoy them. I also have a few people I want to thank, particularly Carol Jenkins and Marcia Ogilvie, who spearheaded my becoming a woman of wisdom, and the friends and family that endorsed that, and particularly my husband Steve, who kept the secret from me better than I would have suspected. This is a wonderful place to live. The people here are a delight, and thank you for all that you do. Everybody in this room does so much, and it's what makes this a great community.